Legend of Zelda. As we know, a Legend of Zelda movie is in the works. It's going to be coming to us. Well, now we have the release date for the Legend of Zelda movie. We knew it's going to be directed by Wes Ball, who just did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and now we know the movie will be coming out March 26, 2027. 2 years, buddy. 2 years you're going to have to wait for this Legend of Zelda movie, which I guess it makes sense. I'm thinking they're about to film this thing maybe at the end of this year, beginning next year. And that's a lot of time for them to take their time with the visual effects, creating that world, and building a nice fantasy universe we can jump into. Because it being live action, I wanted to have that immersive feel. I've only ever played what was the first Nintendo Switch game? Ocarina, not Ocarina of Time. Was it Ocarina of Time? That's the only Legend of Zelda game I ever played, and it was because my friend begged me to because I told him I'd never played one. But I knew the potential for this would be really good. Now, people have already pointed out though, the competition is a steep for this movie. Breath of the Wild. Thank you. I was going to say Brave of the Wild, but that didn't make sense in my brain. Breath of the Wild, which actually was a really great game on the Switch. Here's letting us know Sonic 4 and the live action Legend of Zelda movie will release 1 week apart from each other in March of 2027. Sega versus Nintendo. Been a long time since that's been a realistic battle, and we're getting it in the movie sphere. Not just that, but I believe Sonic 4 also releases the same day as the new Godzilla and Kong movie. Let me look that up. Godzilla and Kong 3 release date. That's set March. Oh, so it's coming out the same day as Legend of Zelda. Oh yeah, somebody moving. Somebody moving. Sonic 4, Legend of Zelda, or I was say Guardians of Kong 3, or Godzilla and Kong 3. Somebody's moving from that release date. That is not a healthy time to be around. And we've seen it happen when there's too many big movies right next to each other. Hey, it's expensive to go to the movie. And these are kind of family or bring your friend kind of movies, you know? So you're going in with at least 3 to 4 tickets being bought. Can families, be doing that back to back? 4 tickets for Sonic 4, 4 tickets for Legend of Zelda, 4 tickets for Godzilla and Kong in the span of 2 weeks? One of those movies is suffering, so it's best that they move. We'll see who ends up doing that. It's going to be a long time before any of them make that decision. If anything, I think it'll be Sonic 4 that probably moves up to like February or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Either way, it's still interesting. As far as my expectations for this Legend of Zelda movie, I just really want to know who they're going to cast as Link, how young they're going to go, what the tone is going to be, because we saw kind of what the Mario movie ended up being. I like the Mario movie. I grew up on Mario, played a lot of Mario games, so I was able to understand a lot of those references. And even Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen, those voices didn't bother me at the end of the day. I found the movie to be very fun. I was surprised how many newcomers did not enjoy it, but is that same sort of situation going to happen with Legend of Zelda? Would the movie go a goofy route? I hope not. I'm thinking they're going to go a pretty serious route, but also then will it alienate some people if it's too much orientated to the video game fans? As far as Link, I'm already seeing Tom Holland being spammed in the chat. That man will be 30, my age, by the time this movie will come out. I don't think you want a 30-year-old Link, although he looks very young and he could probably still pull off like 20 when that movie comes out. I don't think they go Tom Holland. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. But he also just had his video game movie with the Uncharted film, and Sony still says they're maybe going to do a sequel to that. Find out at CinemaCon probably. No, I was seeing some realistic choices like Walker Scobell, my personal friend. We hang out almost never, but we did take a picture together and he followed me on TikTok. So that means me and him, best friends. And if he ends up being Link, baby, I'm using that friend card to be like, let me get on that set. Let me play a pot that you hit and destroy for loot. Because that's a thing that happens in Zelda. Proof I've played a game. Didn't know I had that kind of knowledge, did you? I think he'd be great. He already is looking a little bit older, but he's got that look to get it down. I'm seeing so many like Jack Black could end up playing what's the bad guy name? Gandalf. Is it Gandalf? What is it? Gandalf? Good. It's something G. I forget. Okay. Link bad guy. What's the guy? Sorry, guys. Ganondorf, right? It's Ganondorf or Ganon. It's Guh. Let's just name him Guh for me. Ganondorf. Jack Black, I could see him voicing Ganondorf. Why not? He was Bowser. He's Steve. He was even the robot in freaking Borderlands. Jack Black is cornering the market of video game adaptations. Let's just let him be that. Heck, let's let him be Zelda. Jack Black Zelda would probably go hard. I would. Um, Chris Rock, all that. So I don't know. Mason Thames, that's not a bad one. Mason Thames, let's see what that. Oh, he'd be good. He's the How to Train Your Dragon Hiccup kid. I could see that. I could see that. He's also getting up there. He's definitely got that same look. I could see that happening. Lewis Pullman, definitely a little too old. Lewis Pullman, the Sentry, I think he's unfortunately a little too old to be Link. Yeah, I mean, that's no offense to him. He's a nice young man, 32 year. I don't think we're getting a Link in his 30s. I don't think they're doing it. I think they're going to stay relatively young for that. But either way, it's awesome. I have faith in the director, Wes Ball, because I loved Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I was surprised to see people didn't like that movie. I thought he did a great job with that, so it's given me hope for this. To end this off, who do I think will win? Putting Godzilla and Kong aside, between Sonic 4 and Legend of Zelda, that is tough. It all depends on a couple of things. Does Jim Carrey come back for Sonic 4? And how badass do you make Metal Sonic in that first trailer? Because that will be a real determinant factor. But I also don't know if Metal Sonic is that mainstream well known to hype up the world. And sometimes it's easier for general audiences to jump into the start of a franchise as opposed to the fourth film in a franchise. You know, that's also something to take part of. So it's a real chance Legend of Zelda could outbeat Sonic 4, but we got to see what Legend of Zelda looks like. You guys let me know, though, your thoughts on that release date and who do you think would be winning this battle?